Whoa. So you're telling me that this could have been prevented a year ago? What's up, everybody? As you guys already know, we have been deep diving and covering this whole tragedy that happened at the Apalachee High School in Winder, Georgia. And of course, we now know the kid's name. We now know some more information about everything that went down inside that school. But there's some certain things that are very interesting about this whole situation. FBI was investigating and looking into this young 14-year-old monster. By the way, his name is Colt Gray. I don't think I'm going to be saying his name much in this particular video, okay? But there's some interesting information that I'm kind of curious about. Not only did we hear, there's been a rumor flying around here saying that there was a phone call made saying that there was going to be an attack not only on Apalachee High School, but on a slew of other schools on that same day. We heard that rumor. But now we're hearing from FBI. They're actually saying that they looked into this young man, into this little monster, okay, a year ago, because he was making threats, allegedly was making threats a whole year ago. We got to get into it. I'm going to explain that in just a little bit, but let's take a look at this here. Okay. Again, this is absolutely insane. And if you haven't done it yet, please hit that like button down below. Don't forget to hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button. Okay. And let's get into this. Okay. They say law enforcement questioned suspect last year about threats to commit this particular tragedy. So 14-year-old student, or the 14-year-old student suspected of unaliving students, unaliving two students and two teachers at the Apalachee High School, was questioned by law enforcement last year regarding several anonymous tips about online threats to commit a school tragedy at an unidentified location and time. Okay, according to a joint statement from the FBI Atlanta and the Jackson County Sheriff's Office. So again, guys, pretty crazy stuff that they're literally saying that they knew they have had an audience with this man, with this young monster, this kid. Okay, he's a boy because he's 14 years old. All right. 14 years old. They had a whole audience with him and his father, too, which is very interesting. Let me continue. Okay. Online threats included photographs of pew-pews. We got to use these code words, guys, unfortunately. According to the statement, the suspect and his father were then interviewed by the county sheriff's office. The father stated that he had some hunting weapons, hunting weapons in the house, but the subject did not have unsupervised access to them. This is what the statement reads. The subject denied making the threats online. Jackson County alerted local schools for continued monitoring of the suspect. All right. And then they say a little bit more here. Or time, there was no probable cause for arrest or to take any additional law enforcement action on the local, state, or federal levels, the statement said. Now, I'm going to ask this, okay? What does it take? What does it take for law enforcement to actually law enforce these laws? Okay. Now, I get it that they saw no probable cause at that particular time, and they put him on, they kept him on a radar, if you will. But at the same time, this kid still did what he did. This kid still accomplished the unthinkable. Now we have families, more than just the families that lost their lives or the families that lost their loved ones. And of course, my condolences to those families. But there's a slew of other people, not only just the injured and the perished, but the other ones that are traumatized by this whole thing. This is a ripple. He threw a pebble into a pond, and he threw a huge rock into a pond, and there's huge waves. So many people are going to be affected by this situation, okay? Not only just physically, but mentally and emotionally as well. This could have been prevented, right? Could this have been prevented so that our kids could have gone matriculated, especially those freshmen, okay? These kids who are there for their first few days, excited about their high school career, their high school experience, and it's being tainted in this type of way. In fact, I say that for all the students of all years, okay? Even the ones that are in the middle of their high school experience to the ones that are about to be finishing out. This is their last year, and this is how they remember their time matriculating at Apalachee High School. Again, this is so crazy to me that this actually that this man, this young kid, sorry, I keep saying man, but he's a boy. This young boy was on their radar. Let me show you guys what I mean. I mean, this is actually from the FBI. Okay. So it says here in May 2023, the FBI's National Threat Operations Center received several anonymous tips about online threats to commit a tragedy. Okay. I'm basically reading the same quote, all right, from what we just read in that article. But it's saying, again, planning to do some sort of unthinkable tragedy at a school at an unidentified location and time. The local threats obtained photos, like I said, and then within 24 hours, FBI determined the online post originated in Georgia, and the FBI Atlanta field office referred the information to the Jackson County Sheriff's Office for action. So now, again, they located the possible suspect. At that time, he was 13 years old. All right, this garbage pail kid, as I've been calling him. All right. They interviewed him and his father. And again, which is crazy to me, the fact that the father's like, oh yeah, no, I do have some hunting weapons in the house, but he doesn't have access to it. Are you sure about that, baby? Are you sure? Because again, this screams Ethan Crumbly and the Crumblies, right? There's a potential of that here. You mean to tell me that this kid ain't smart enough, savvy enough to watch you find out where the key is to the lock, okay, or to the locker, the key to the lock of the locker where all your weapons are stowed away, right? He doesn't sit there and just watch and check out what your code is to your locker where all the weapons is. You're telling me that you're not just having random weapons laying strewn about and all that stuff. I'm just saying, we heard that with the Crumbly situation with the Oxford High School monster. Okay. They just had things strewn about the house. You're really telling me that you didn't do that? You're really telling me that, oh, yeah, all those things, he would never have access to it unless there was an adult around. Are you sure? I see a lie in this, in my personal opinion. Now, again, a lot of these things have not been fully answered yet. We don't know everything as of yet, but I am still wondering, and I'm going to keep asking this question. FBI had this young boy on their radar. Why wasn't anything done about it at that time? Sure, he was on their radar. But again, this young boy still exacted the most horrible thing imaginable. This is terrifying, guys. Absolutely terrifying. But anyway, guys, that's the video. Comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. We got a lot to talk about. I will be going live here in just a short while because we got a lot of updates coming up. But I wanted to give you guys this. There's another piece of information that I want to share with you guys in another video as well. I got some stuff coming for you guys for sure on this secondary channel. So please be sure to comment down below. Hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you're watching on other platforms, make sure you hit that follow button. It'd be great to have you a part of the Pascal Show family. Anyway, guys, it's time to get going. And my prayers to all you guys that are deeply affected. I feel like the whole country is weeping and we are all embarrassed by this whole situation. I feel very sad about this. There's got to be a different way, a new way to protect our children and stopping this stuff from actually happening. And yes, we hear that all the time, but I'm talking about action. We need action right now more than anything in the world. We need people who are going to talk the talk and walk the walk. And I hope that starts happening sometime soon. Anyway, guys, that's the video. Comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that follow and that subscribe button. Anyway, it's time to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. We'll talk soon. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.